In the previous video, we opened up this report called Adjusting Journal Entries that shows the adjusting entries that were entered in the Make General Journal Entries window. However, this report is only available in the more expensive versions of QuickBooks. You're often going to be working with clients whose QuickBooks software does not have this report available. So you're going to have to kind of work around it. The way we do that is we're going to open up a journal report and then we will filter it. So we're going to go to Reports, Accountant and Taxes, and we'll open up the journal. First of all, we need to set the dates, and both dates need to be the end of February, 02/28/19, tab 02/28/19, tab. But now the problem is it's showing all the transactions that happened on the 28th. But we only want to see, and we'll scroll down on the journal, on the report, we only want to show the entries, or excuse me, we only want to show the transactions entered in this general journal entries window. So this type column tells us what window the transaction was entered into. So what we can do is we can filter this report on this column so that it only shows transactions entered in the Make General Journal Entries window, of which this report calls General Journal in the Type column. So the way we do that is we need to customize the report. And once you have this window open, the first thing you do is you click on Filters. The second thing we need to do is we need to tell QuickBooks which of these columns we want to filter on. So I'm going to move the box over. So we want to filter on the Type column. And so we have to find the Type column on here. So in this huge list, it's almost down towards the bottom. So I go all the way down the bottom and then I click one time up. And there you see transaction type. So notice if you're trying to find it, these filter categories are arranged alphabetically. So I'm going to single click on transaction type. So this means the filter is based on this column, the type column. And now it's asking us, well, what transaction type do we want to see? Well, we only want to see the ones that are entered in that say General Journal over here. So we don't want to see the deposit, we don't want to see the payments, we don't want to see anything else. So to do that, we're going to open up this box and then scroll down and find Journal. I'm going to single click on Journal, and then over here it's showing you what the current filter is. So I click OK, and once I click OK, it should filter out all these other transactions that were entered in other windows. There we go. This report now is only showing adjusting entries that were entered on February 28th. So if I toggle back to the adjusting journal entries window, it should look the same. So notice the total is 804.5. So I'm going to go back to adjusting journal entries window. And there you go, 804.5. So again, a lot of students ask the question, well, why are we doing two reports that show the same thing? So remember, this adjusting journal entries report is only available in the more expensive version of QuickBooks. So if your client doesn't have that, you have to use the journal report and then you have to filter it. And one of the most common things that students forget in this class is how to filter the journal report. So make sure you take good notes.